Said, hey, folks, I when you feel inside. Let me warn you, you're a long, hard ride. Yeah, well, maybe you ought to get off of some of my titty. Oh, get off some of my titty. Titty. Welcome to live chat. Remember, guys, I don't care about performance. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Turn his computer on. What's up, buddy? How are you, man? Mr. Rumpelstiltskin? Sound off! Who? We're doing a little bit of drinking tonight. Okay. All right, who else we got in here? We got second person. Who you be? More people. I don't know, it's kind of late. How you doing, Tim? How you doing, Tim? It's a little late. Probably won't get a lot of people on here. I just finally got around to it. I was like, you know what? Let's just turn this bitch on. And see what's rocking with all these people probably sleeping. What are you guys up to? What'd you do today? Tell me. Mr. Tim, Mr. Rumpelstiltskin, what'd you do today? What did you eat today? If you didn't work, tell me what you ate today. Anything good? All right, we got a third person in here. What we got? I'm not seeing any. Oh, here we go. I had to touch the screen. Okay, I'm sorry. Please don't fall asleep. I won't fall asleep, I promise you. I am drinking, but I won't fall asleep. What's going on, NJ Lawn? From the UK, how are you? How hot has it been there? In my opinion, it's not fucking hot. It was 98 degrees today, but I'm so used to the heat. All I do is sweat. I don't fucking notice the heat anymore. Because the type of clothing and the protection that I wear, I really don't notice that it's hot. I just sweat more. I'm like, man, I'm fucking sweating a lot. It must be hot. That's like exactly what happened. That's what I say. What's up, Texas Lawn Guardian, my man, Mr. Tom? Oh, long time to see. What's up, Texas Outdoors? It's raining. I need to go get a refill. Actually, you guys, I'm gonna go get my bottle. I'll be right back. So we're gonna drink. Just have a little bit of drink tonight. We're gonna have some Jack Daniels Single Barrel Select. I have no idea what the fuck that means, by the way. 1, 2, 3, and we're done. Okay. So let's talk about y'all's business. Ooh, we almost overflowed it. That's a lot of head. That's a huge bitch. You guys ever see that movie? What is it with Rob Snyder? No, with Rob Snyder in it, and he's like, "Oh, Deuce Bigelow, that's a huge bitch." Anyways, okay. It's not bedtime. I'll hang in there as long as I can. You got it, Tom. Tomorrow I got to weed it around my neighbor's house. Okay, cool. So what I want to know, for a lot of you guys are really, driving hard in the lawn season right now. I want to know what things are you guys are doing very successfully in, and what are you guys struggling in? The fuck is that noise? Okay. I was listening to the soda can, and it was doing the fizzy thing inside there. Anyways, I cleaned a few walls, vacuumed my carpet. All right, wiped down the doors, and ate frozen pizza at 4 p.m. I like how you put the timestamp in there. Folded clothes. Yep, done for the day, and then fell asleep after eating pizza. Don't get up till 7. I love it. It has been rained every day here. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, Tim. Hang in there, buddy. That means that's money growing. I'm kind of struggling in kind of everything. All right, Texas, we're going to get back to that here in a minute. Struggling with pre-emergent for my lawns. Okay. Man, it's not a seashell. Motherfucker. Keeping it up between the rain. Okay, guys. So, let's cover the rain real quick. When it's raining, um, I don't know what you guys do when it's raining. Sometimes for us, we take a break. It's just kind of what happens. Like for the day, if it's raining all day and you can't, hold on. Oh, man, that's pretty good. And you can't do anything, maybe work on your equipment or maybe get online, maybe catch up on invoices, maybe catch up with some voicemails from customers that have called you, maybe call some people, maybe make appointments. Say you do multiple services, right? Whatever it is, maybe reach out to some customers that you could do that service for and say, hey, just to let you know, we also offer the service. If you're interested, just let me know. Don't say, are you interested? Just say, if you're interested, let me know. It's a little different approach. Or you could go on social media, try to get some customers. You could try to do some other things to help, maybe, to try to gain more business, or maybe to, whatever is paperwork that you might be behind on, maybe an oil change in the truck or all the equipment or something. Maybe drive around. You could drive around to some houses and put your business card, tape it to the front door. Don't put it in a little fucking crack. Just tape it to the front door. Even if it's raining, fuck it. Get out of the truck. Go tape it. What the fuck else are you going to do, right? You're not going to do anything else. If their grass is overgrown, do that. Don't do it on grass that's fucking well manicured. You'd be wasting your time and money. Put your card. So go out when it rains. And I don't care if it's fucking raining 40 days or 40 nights. You drive up to a house that that bitch is like this and you need to cut it. You don't know whose house it is. Just put up there, maybe put a price tag on price on the front or the back, $50 or $75, whatever. Mowing. Like on the back of my cards, I don't have any right here near the truck. It has a section where it says notes, estimate, and date. So you can write that on there. Something to think about. Okay, so Tom said, nut sedge in the lawn. Okay, so nut sedge is definitely weeds. It depends how packed that lawn is on what that's going to do. If it's just a few places here and there, just pull that shit by hand. I don't know a lot about pre-emergence and chemicals to put down and stuff, because all my customers that do use fertilizer, weed and feeds and stuff like that I service, don't have weeds in their yard. The ones that have a ton of weeds in their yard, like hardly any grass, more weeds, it's hard to get those guys to go the other way. And sometimes a pre-emergent you're using may not be suitable for nut sedge. Weed preventer, these pre-emergents only cover so many different kinds of weeds. There's a ton of different kind of weed species out there. So sometimes maybe that product you're using may not affect that type of weed, Same thing as my first year doing lawn care, Pacific. Same. This is my first year doing lawn care. Texas Outdoors, that's incredible, dude. So what equipment are you starting up with? What up, Pee Wee? My man out there working hard. Where you been at? Bro, I've been busy. I've been so busy, dude. It's retarded. I'm gonna crack a beer and watch it. You got it, bro. Come on in. Hey, Pee Wee, I just went to go see William today and I bought a tractor. A fucking tractor, not a lawn mowing tractor. A fucking tractor. I bought the Kubota L2501, the front end loader, and then we're gonna pick up the 5-foot brush hog here in a couple weeks. They gotta order one. Do some states or towns require a permit or application license to spray. Some do, but if you're spraying, man, it depends. You have to check. Some states do, yes, because it's herbicide. Where some states, you don't need a license to put down fertilizer. You don't need a license, but herbicide you would. And some people around here just fucking do it anyways. They don't. Down here, they don't crack down on that shit because there are more important things going on. So You can do that. I'm not telling you just do it. I'm just saying do whatever it is you need to do. You know, but a lot of people operate around here like irrigator installers or arborists. A lot of them are not licensed. They still fucking work, make several six figures a year. You know, that's just how it is. You know, everywhere is a little different. You know, smaller area. Well, the officials or whoever it is that are in those positions don't really have shit to do, so they're gonna come bug you. I'm starting with my neighbors. I have 3 properties that are cut from a very nice, very nice. I have 54-inch Kubota and a steel weed eater. Very nice. We had all steels. We had the FS94Rs. I did not like them, so I got rid of them. I went back to the Huskies. We had the 322Ls a few years back. Then we went to the 525s, and I think because they went away with the 322L. And then I bought a couple of Echoes. I bought an Echo 225, an Echo 2320T, and then today I bought an Echo 2620 PAS. Now my 225 is PS and my 2620 is PS too. Starting with my, oh, well, I already read that. I'm going to have to try out the Husqvarna. The Husqvarna, you can get it at Lowe's. It's pretty good, man. You know, and here's the thing about trimmers, guys. Don't hold on to your trimmers for years. That's fucking stupid. So if you can get 2 years or even 1 year out of your trimmer without any maintenance at all, just fucking fuel, maybe blowing out the air filter. I don't know, you really probably don't even need to do that. Then you made your money on that. And then just buy a new one. Sell that one still for $50 or $100, and then go buy another one. You know what I'm saying? Fuck dropping your 2 cycle shit off to be worked on, paying $60, $80 for it up. Fuck that, dude. Unless it's a warranty deal, just buy new every year, every 2 years. So if you bought a $250 trimmer and use it for 1 whole year, took good care of it, right? You could sell it that year for $100. Okay, so guess what? Next year you pay $150 for a new trimmer. That was what the $250 one cost. Because remember, you got $100 back. So I don't take 2 cycle stuff to shops. I do not do it. If I can't fix it, then I sell it. And if it needs maintenance, I do it myself. And then at the end of a year, generally every year, I buy new trimmers. I don't even wait 2 years. I own Twisted Sweepia. It's very nice, and yet it does pull to the right a little. Did you test? Did your test and noticed? You're making your money back. Yeah, absolutely, man. Oh wait, Tim. Yeah, in a lot of states you do. Doesn't mean you have to. A lot of people get around that shit. Just here's the thing, man. If you have an opportunity to do some work and you know what the fuck you're doing, and you're taking all your precautions, everything else, and you just act like this fucking no big deal, you know, go about your business. If you want to get licensed, if you want to get training, if you want to get education, do that too. Like I need to get my irrigation license. I'm trying to get it September if I get enough workers to do the right thing for me. I got, about 4 or 5 employees, but, sometimes people are calling in sick or this or that, or my vagina's bleeding, whatever the fucking excuse is. Anyway, so hopefully I can take it in September. It's like $500. It's 3 or 4 days, and it's all day long. And you get your irrigator license, but yet I can't go install. That just means I have a license, so people can work underneath me, but they have to go get an installer license. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? So, anyways, there's so much bullshit. And I've talked to several companies, that are lawn and landscape companies, primarily they cut grass and stuff. They're like, we're not licensed, but we've been doing this for 18 years. We know what the fuck we're doing. They install systems, make $5 grand, $7 grand, $8 grand, $3 grand, whatever. And, I'm just saying, don't just, man, I can't tell you what to do, but don't let certain things slow you down. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to work around it, but maybe still work towards that. So, we still want to be honest, right? Yeah. Can I borrow your Kubota? I have to tear up my driveway. Well, I don't think you can tear up my driveway with my Kubota. So, now I have a Kubota excavator, the K008. And I have a Kubota tractor. and all my fucking mowers. So now we'll be getting the brush hog in a couple weeks, and then later, the following month, we'll probably get the auger and the box blade. So we'll be able to do some grading, we'll do some post hole digging and shit like that, and advertise. Once I get the brush hog, then I can advertise, you know, uh, brush cutting work, brush hogging work, pasture clearing, whatever you want to call it. Um, Trench digging, ditch digging, French drain installs, whatever. Last Sunday, I went to Pearland, which is a town of Houston, and I dug up 200 linear feet with the excavator at a foot and a half depth. Now there was a lot of tree roots, so I'm glad I brought my chainsaw, cut through a lot of those. So that took us 7 hours to do all that. So that was $600. So the way I charged my buddy Jerry's an Army buddy of mine. We both were at Fort Hood together. Um, Man, I need to stop drinking this shit. Ooh. So the way I charged my excavator was, and it may be a little different everywhere you go. If you rent the excavator from Home Depot, it's like $300, $350 for 8 hours, something like that, right? Um, so I charged $250 just for the machine to be on site for 8 hours, minimum, flat rate $250. Then I'm operating it, so now that's $50 an hour. If we didn't have all those roots we had to dig through, we would have been done in 3 hours. I mean, easy. But there was a lot of freaking roots, so it ended up being $600. And for 7 hours, that's a lot of money for all I did was sit on a machine, fucking do this shit, you know. So I was pretty doped up about that. Don't get caught. The fine is high. Too many eyes to turn you in. Well, here in Texas, dude, customers don't give a shit. There's some do whatever it is. I'm not even gonna explain. Do whatever it is you feel you need to do. We'll just leave it at that. What in the world is going on with the new tractor you got today? What's up, Tyler? I'll tell you what's going on. We are adding some extra services now. So a lot of you guys don't know. I cut up my Army trailer. It needed a lot of work. I bought a lot of metal to do repair welding and stuff like that, but I didn't have the time to do it, and HOA was getting on to me about it being in the driveway, and there was no wheels on it. No wheels, no axles, no hangers, and I cut all that shit off. So I couldn't, I couldn't move it. And so I said, fuck it. I went and bought a brand new trailer, paid $6,000 for a 20-foot trailer, for a landscaping trailer with 4-foot sidewalls, blower racks, or blower uh, cage or whatever. And then it had two 7K axles and double rear loading ramp with spring assist. And bought that. And then I chopped up the Army trailer with the cutting torch, threw it in there, and went and dumped that. So now my tractor and the brush hog may not even fit on this new trailer. I may have to go keep that one, maybe buy a 25-footer. I think it'll fit because the thing we'll do is we'll drive the tractor up there, and then there's the walls all the way around is 4 feet, and there's a blower cage up front. I think we're gonna lift the bucket up, set it up on top, and then I think that gives us like almost 3 feet of clearance, and that should be enough room for that brush hog to get up on that backside and close the gate. Let's see what else is new. We picked up a ton of new customers, a ton of residentials and commercials, but I turned down customers every single day. Today, I had a guy call me. He has multiple properties. He said, Kev, I got 3 rental properties in the same cul-de-sac. They're $45 each. They're up at the next one of the next kind of towns over, but I say next over, it's like 15-20 minutes to get there, right? Which is very short. And I turned them down, and it's because where the main road is, and it's just too much traffic. Take 30 minutes to get there, and then you work an hour and a half to do 3 houses, and 30 minutes back. That's 2.5 hours for 45 times 3. Not worth it. So I turned him down. Yesterday I turned 2 new properties down. The day before that, 2. The day before that, 2. It happens all the time. So I'm trying to accept properties in the area where I work, but at the same time, I got to have the right employees trained so they could do what they need to do, and then I can say yes to new customers. And it's kind of a tricky balance sometimes. I've been doing okay. Is the blower box on the trailer welded? It is. It's on the. Well, you should know, Vela. You've seen the trailer. Oh wait. Oh, maybe you haven't. No, I don't think you've seen the trailer. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think you've seen the trailer. Yeah, it's in the very front, and it's 4 foot sidewalls all the way. So the very front, yeah, it's welded up there, and like if you got the tailgate to the truck right here, then you look to your right, you unlock the 2 locks, and then the thing comes down. It stops with the chains, and then you know get what you need to get out. Yeah, I forgot you hadn't seen the new one. Emily, she only worked with us for a week. That was it. It was just temporary. She's got her EMT job at wherever it is she's at. We went, but was working. Working. Yeah. Oh, okay. What are you sipping? I'm sipping on more like guzzling. Right here, buddy. Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select. Uh, so, all right. I don't have it with me. It's in the truck. I bought a new calendar. The old one, well, here, I can show you the difference. This is the old calendar, right? Not very big. I mean, it's big to some for all your scheduling and stuff like that, right? Okay. So what I'm about to show you is not the actual calendar, but the calendar is the exact same size. I ain't bullshitting here, okay? So here's the difference, okay? That other calendar I have is this size right here. Big difference, right? Um, that allows me to keep track of customers, where I gotta be, change the schedule right away, erase somebody, put somebody on a different day, that kind of thing. You know, some people say, man, you need to print it out on the software. They say, man, I ain't got time for that bullshit, dude. You know, if you got 5, 10 lines, yeah, print the shit out if you want to fucking kill a couple trees. But when you're super busy, you don't have time to mess with no computer. So I have a book like this in my thing in my truck, and it has all of my customers on there, right? So the last couple of days of the month, I make the schedule for the next month. I look at the first name. Let's say it's Alex. Alex. I'll write on there it's Alex. Put the price that he's at, and every week or every other week. Okay, put on there. He's every week. All right, so I look when the last time I cut his property. He's every week. Okay. Oh, he was a Wednesday. All right. I put him on the next Wednesdays for the rest of the month. Wednesday, 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 Wednesday. Next guy is Alvin. Alvin. Okay. He's every other week. The price is whatever. When was the last time I did him? Monday. All right. So Monday, skip a week. Monday, skip a week. Monday. Skip. So I do that with every single customer. Right. I got 75, and it don't take you, but you know, gosh, 15 minutes to fill that out for the whole month, and I write it in pencil. The reason I don't use the computer, and I've done that before in yard books, is because shit changes, and I don't have time to be logging in the computer, change this, change that. Dude, I spent more time fucking with that than just keep it old school, right? So when people call and say, Kev, you know, this new customer, would like to get an estimate for lawn service. Great. First word out of your fucking mouth should be, where are you located? What neighborhood are you in? Well, we're in such and such neighborhood. And you're like, I never heard of that. What are the 2 closest major cross streets? Well, it's da-da-da-da-da. Oh, wow. We don't service that area. Oh, yes, we do service that area, actually. I forgot all about that subdivision. Whatever. Write that shit down, right? What if somebody calls, like today I had a customer call me, say, Kev, don't come today because we have the carpenters here. They got their stuff all over the backyard. They're working, they're this and that. Can you come tomorrow? I said, absolutely. I erased her with my eraser, penciled in Friday, done. You can't do it that fast on a fucking computer. So I don't use a computer for that shit. I love the honey Tennessee. Oh, you mean Tennessee honey? Yes, that is good stuff. You need a Diamond C40 footer with a tilt ramp. I don't know what the fuck that is, Tim. How has your kids been doing since you lost your wife? And not do you want to go? I'm not trying to be mean. Oh, no, not at all, buddy. No problem. The two older kids from her previous marriage, they live with their dad. You know, he's a fucking douche. And then the two babies live with me. And every day, you know, take them to Nana's house. That's my mom's house. And at the end of the day, I pick them up. And some nights, if I need to get up super early the next day, like tomorrow, I'm getting up at 6. I'll have them stay the night before, so that way she can wash them. I can, you know, get stuff done. Uh, and a mental Rolodex. We we don't need a mental Rolodex. What are you talking about? No, you don't need that. Everything is in here, bro. All your customer database. I mean, it's not in this book. It's the one in my truck. You know, let's just say it's. This is just stuff. All your customers are in right here. So, and when you invoice them, they're in your database, whether it's Yardbook or Jobber, I don't know, whatever it is you use. It don't really matter. You know, invoices. In fact, I only have probably 5 people that want invoices. You know, and really they're commercial. And that's just so their accountant can cut the check and mail it to me. That's all that's for. Um, but your big ass calendar has where you can write everything down, the snack, call people back, whatever. You got your voicemails, your social media, your emails, your text messages, your fucking everything blowing up. St. Augustine or Zoysia? Is that a question? I don't like Zoysia. Zoysia can suck it. St. Augustine is my preferred grass type. Do you cross paths with Curtis, a weed whacker? Why? He doesn't live in Texas. Well, I mean, I don't know what you mean by cross paths. If you mean like, do I see him? No. If I'm not mistaken, he's not in Texas. I don't know where he's at, but I don't know where he's at. I have no clue. I'm just assuming he's not in Texas. And no, I don't watch anybody on YouTube. I'm so fucking busy, like you don't understand. Yeah, I'm renovating my lawn, bro. Don't know what grass to put. Oh, well, in my opinion, for around here, bro, St. Augustine is much better. Plus, you can buy St. Augustine by sod. You don't have to worry about planting grass. Um, or by seeding because you can't get seed for St. Augustine anyways. So I would go St. Augustine because it cuts better, it looks prettier, it's stronger, it's more um, what's the word I'm looking for? It's more resilient to all kinds of things, to harsh weather, to high traffic, to whatever. It's just a better grass type. Hey man, I drove around with you for 3 days and that was 60 clients. You didn't pull out the GPS once. That's what I mean. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. All that shit is up here. Well, after you've been there for a while, you know how to get there. But on all of those. Hold on a second. My mom's texting me. My son has got a fever, so I may have to take him to deal. Yes. Hold on. Okay, I may have to take him to the ER because he had a fever off and on today, but he's got molars coming in. He's only like 2, so that's probably what the fever is from. But I told her the time for the next Tylenol was going to be about 11. I said if his fever spikes back up again when the Tylenol wears off, I'll take him. I'd rather take him tonight than in the morning, so I may be taking him tonight. Yeah, so in Yardbook, all my customers in there. So if I can't remember where somebody lives, like a new customer or something, I'll, I'll log in there real quick. Hold on. Temp is just now. No Tylenol since connecting. Here we go. Okay. So, right. So the cool thing about Yardbook, and you could do it on your phone, is if you can't remember where somebody lives, look them up in your Yardbook. It has this little teardrop. Well, that's the GPS. You click that, it goes straight to GPS. It logs in. It click directions and it take you right there. You'd be like, oh, that's right. He lives over there. That's so easy. And after a while, yeah, you don't need to. So every day, once you have everybody on your calendar on all the days you're supposed to have them, you still need to create the order of operation that day. So the calendar's over there. It's too far. So what happens is, let's just say we have 12 or 15 that day. Sometimes we have 20 something that day. Sometimes we only have 10, but those 10 could be multiple acres each property. It's still a fucking full day. So we work we work anywhere between 10 to 12, 14 hours in a day. Okay. Um, so you have the order of operation. You can either start from the furthest person away from you and come inwards, or the closest person and go outwards, whatever. So you have to sit there and think, okay, well, so and so, if I'm going to start way out there and come back, okay, he's number one, and okay, that's number two, and then we come up to that's number three, and then whoops, no, that one's actually two, and that one's three, because you have maybe you come down the main street and you branch off this way or you branch off that way to subdivision. So, anyways, so yeah, so you got to figure all that shit out. All right, I'm not trying to be mean. You need anything? I'm here for. I appreciate it, Tyler. Hey man, I drove. Oh, you already said that. Okay. All right, what else, guys? Bella, how did it turn out with the tree job today? Last time you told me, of course I will. It's kind of toss up, but with no fever. Bella, how did your tree job go today? I know you're cutting off those 4 major limbs. Let me know how it went today. I'm going to bed, y'all. Have a good night. Have a good one. All right, Tim, you take care, brother. I would normally have another drink, but we're not going to do that. We've had 2 drinks, and that's all we need. So, all right. What else are you guys? It's the 1100 job, and I didn't even have to be there. That's what I'm talking about. That's fantastic. That is great. That is how it should be. Very good. What job was it? I started to say, what job was it? Question mark. I use voice to text message way too much. Sometimes I forget I'm on a video deal. Just like my beard. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it kind of clean, here. Here. They're going to shut down the house. Okay. I don't know why people say I'm going to shut down the house. What does that even fucking mean, right? It's like it's a generator or some shit. It was in Bel Air. Oh, okay, yeah. Cool. Cool deal. Let's set you over here so I can sit back in my chair. Sit back in my chair. Motherfucker. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to move better. Okay. Get you a little closer to me, guys. Hold on. Let's set this here so it doesn't fall. Okay. So we got 200 close to my house, and it was 4 cuts. Oh, that's great. That's good. Oh, that's good. Okay, so what are some goals that some of you guys have that you want to reach by the end of the season? So that season can be at any time. It's different for everybody depending on what part of the state or states or country or whatever that you're in. So is it a certain dollar amount you want to reach for revenue? Do you recommend Kubota standard? Yeah, but Ferris is really my favorite, bro. I've had the Kubota stand-on mower. It's the same price as the Ferris, actually. But you're not gonna like the suspension, and it's too. The casters are too far out in front of it. I don't care for it. I don't like the way it's designed, but it operated good. It's super duper tough. I did like it, but at the same price, you might as well just buy a Ferris. That's really better. Probably sell my house and move to Spring, maybe. Well, yeah, you can move to Spring. I don't have competition, so when are you doing to trailer setup and more? When are you going to do a trailer setup? Oh, I don't do that bullshit. Tyler, I don't. Man, bro, I don't have time. It's like people say, Kev, when are you going to make more videos? Kev, when are you going to do this? Kev, when are you going to do that? I don't have time. Like, you guys don't understand. Ferris holds hills and can stripe. I want one. Like, down here, Rumpelstiltskin, people don't give a fuck about stripes. Now, I've been mowing over 4 years. Now, to give you an idea, I do about 900 invoices a year just cutting grass, okay? Last year or maybe it was the year before, we did over 1,000 invoices on cutting grass. But not one person in over 4.5 years of cutting grass, where I'm at, not one person says, can you stripe my lawn? Let me tell you something. People don't give a shit about that. Customers don't give a flying fornication about stripes. Just make the shit look good and fucking go. When you waste your time with stripes, you're wasting your time. Do you want to be in business or do you want to fucking do your, whatever bebop fucking YouTube channel thing? In my opinion, that's how I look at it. When you're super duper busy with your business, fuck YouTube, dude. And I don't mean it like fuck the people. I don't mean like that. I meant like don't have time for that. You want to, YouTube is a hobby. It's a fun thing. It's a, this and that. And, when you don't have as many customers, it's much easier to do. But when you got a ton of customers, dude, you don't have time to do. People, like I was talking to Ben with Acme Mowing the other day. We were on the phone. He's like, Kev, you got time for one video a week? No, I don't, Ben. I don't have time for one video a week. You don't it's like you don't get it. Yeah, bro, nobody. Stripes in Houston. Exactly. People don't give a shit. You know what? Why, Pee Wee? People like, hey, it's a cup of grass. They don't even say, hey, man, I got to look clean. What you think? Oh, yeah, it's great. Thanks. See you next week. They don't give a fuck. It's all the hype of fucking YouTube bullshit. You go up north, oh, I got 20 customers. Yeah, spend an hour and a half striping that fucking lawn, fucker, if you want. Go right ahead. I'm in the business to make a living, not to fucking stripe somebody's shit. Especially when they're not going to pay for it or they don't care. It's all about YouTube show. That's what all that is. I like larger size properties. I do too. Yeah, bro. No mistake. Yeah. So the larger properties, Pee-wee, Vela, both of y'all had text at the same time, and I had to look at the logo. Sorry about that. Plus the way I'm sitting down. Maybe I ought to back my shit up. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Well, okay, maybe not. Maybe let's get right here. Maybe this will work. Will this work? Will this work? I want to bet. Oh, shit. Oh, I should never drink and do YouTube at the same time. My goodness. Okay. So, hold on. Yeah, bro, I'm just in and out. Yeah, man, let's, make it clean, dude. Do the extra effort that it takes to make it clean every single fucking time. People say, oh, that company goes above and beyond. Well, that company is a higher this, or that company is... Okay, look, bro. There's a formula to being... And that doesn't look good. All that haziness. There we go. That's better. Right? There's a formula to... And I don't really know if it's a formula, really, but... Maybe change the lighting in a little better. I don't know. It's a little cloudy. Hold on. Oh, maybe that's better. Yeah, that is a little clearer. Holy shit, dude. Here I was clouded the whole time. I thought it was me drinking too much. Thinking, why is everything so clouded? So it's not really a formula, really. It's every property you go to. Do 110%, and then when you get ready to drive off, turn around and look at it. And just analyze that entire thing as if you didn't do the property, but some other company did, and you want to check for faults, right? You're looking like, man, dude, they missed a little bit of stuff over there. Yeah, that 10 feet of section of edging looks like, looks horrible. Or you go over the backyard, and man, they didn't blow the grass off the window sills on the side of the house from weed eating and mowing. Things like that, man. Go back and redo it. How much time are you going to spend? A couple of fucking seconds? Maybe a couple minutes? You know what I'm saying? Once you get used to the highest standard possible you can deliver to somebody, it becomes second nature to you. And you only know one way of performing. That's it. And that's the best. So when people say, man, Kevin is so good at this, Kevin's so good at that, and it's every single time people say, I'm showing someone how to use a weed eater, all right, hey, I'm going to watch out the edge and trim it. And they're like, dude, how do you do that so fucking fast? Well, I do it 1,000. I've done it 1,000 times. But if you get into a rhythm of how you do things and an order of operation, the same thing, every single time you get to a property, you will never miss anything. Every gate you open, you know how many times I've left a gate open in 4.5 years? 0 times. Every time you open a gate, turn right around, close it. Whether they got a fucking dog or not. Don't worry about trying to think if the guy would know they don't have a dog. How do you know they didn't buy one yesterday? You don't know that. If you open the gate, close the gate right afterwards. Get in the habit. You get out of the truck, you open the door, you get out of the truck, you close the door. It's the same habit, right? Create habits that will make you money and that will allow you to perform better. Create habits that will make you stand aside in a more positive manner than other companies. See what I'm saying? So, like, for example, Mr. Vela. Mr. Vela did a tree job today, or maybe it was another day, or maybe he was going to. He hadn't done it yet. I don't really know. He was telling me, man, this guy hit me up for, and Vela, I hope it's okay I tell the story. Hit me up for, this tree job. Went out there. He gave the estimate $400. It was probably a big tree, probably all kinds of fucking shit going on with this thing. And the guy, was like, well, man, it's real expensive, this and that. So he called around other people a month later, whatever, called Vela back and said, man, I just can't afford it. I can't nobody cut it. And Vela's like, well, yeah, it's a lot of work, man. No one wants to do it real cheap. And Vela said, you know what, man, I'll do it for, I think maybe the guy said, can you do it for $200 or what? However it is that part went. Vela said, well, I'll tell you what $200 will get you. $200. All right, not exactly sure why my thing went around. Okay, so here's the thing, and I hope it's okay, Vela, tell the story. And I wasn't there if you did the job today or not. I'm just assuming that you hadn't done the job yet, so here's what I'm thinking. All right, so the customer says, well, what can you do for $200? Vela says, well, I can cut 4 of these big branches for $200. That's it. That's all you're getting for fucking $200, Jack. Okay, that's what he told me. Not of those exact words, by the way. Vela's more real professional. So, okay. So you drop these 4 branches. Now, this could be any of us. I want you to listen to this. You drop. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Johnny Lockett? So I need you guys to think this way when you go to properties every single time. And I'm telling you, it will be much better. So you drop those 4 branches and you look up. If you know, man, that still needs a lot of work, okay, and you haul off the 4 branches, okay. Or maybe you don't want to do the job for $200, okay. What if you got there, you started working on the job, and you cut 4 branches for $200? I mean, yeah, cut four trunks, load them in the trailer, and go. I get it. But for $200, stay just a little bit longer, especially if it's in a neighborhood, and I'm about to tell you why. Okay. So, actually, you know what? You just sit on that for a second. I'm going to go get some more ice. I'll be right back. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to say here in a minute. All right. You guys know that I speak 4 languages, right? You guys know that I shoot the shit straight. I ain't bullshit nobody, okay? We got time for that around this motherfucker. I speak 4 languages. I speak English. Damn, I'm out of Coke. Shit. Hold on. All right. So you guys know I speak English, profanity, sarcasm, and real shit. So right now we're going to be speaking real shit. All right. So, all right. So you take that job, okay, that $200 job. You cut those branches off. All right, you do that. That's exactly what you said. Think long term. What else you got to do that day? Maybe you got a couple other things. Okay, cool. All right, no problem. What if you do? What if you don't? That really doesn't even fucking matter, right? All right, because you're right there. $200, that's a lot of money. Doesn't take long to cut 4 trunks, right? Okay, so spend some extra time. Have integrity and pride in what the fuck you're doing, right? I'm always cussing at you, Vela. I'm just, I'm a candid cusser. I'm an excited guy. Go up in the tree. Everybody looks inside this trees, and they know how good it looks when a company's come in and they cleaned out all small little onesies things that's sticking off of the big branches and everything. You know what a cleaned up inside of a tree looks like? It looks fucking badass. Spend some time. Go in there, do a little more. The customer's only expecting that. Give them a little more, right? Okay. So you start trimming. What if somebody then comes across the street, says, hey, we got a tree over here. Could you give us an estimate on that? Guy comes up the street. Guy comes from down here. Hey, can I get a card for tree service? Yeah. You do that. Next thing you know, that next job could pay you $400 or $600, right? $300, $200 down here, $200 down there. All because you took that extra time to spend on that tree to make that tree fucking look good. I'm not saying spend 6 hours for $200. Not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying, always go, don't look at it as the extra mile. Look at it in the sense of I have a higher standard of performance than fucking anybody. I wasn't saying I do. I'm saying think that way, right? So, that's a clean taste. Sprite and Single Barrel Select, where Coke has the clouded taste. I like this, more refreshing. When you go to cut grass, when you go to do a flower bed, when you go to do mulch, when you go to do all these different things, pressure washing, whatever, do it the best you can. If you're gonna be fucking tired. You're gonna be hot. Don't be a pussy. It's gonna be hot. Oh, it's fucking sweating. I'm ready to go. Man, stop being a vajayjay. Hike your skirt up, grab your fucking transgender balls, and suck it up. And just do the shit. Okay? I wasn't talking to anybody specifically. I'm just saying. People are like, that motherfucker talking to me. Well, if the skirt fits, no, I'm just kidding. Create a higher standard. And if you look at your shit and you be like, you know what? Yeah, it could be better. That could be better. That could be better. Then you fucking change it. Start on your next line. No, actually, you change it right there. And you keep doing that. Time and time and time again, because it's about consistency. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to get more fucking business than you know what to do with. You will be turning people. I'm not bullshitting you. Anybody who has rode in my truck and worked for me day in and day out will fucking tell you every day Kevin gets fucking phone calls. Brand new customers. We have 98% retention rate, by the way. New customers calls. Yeah, I live over da. I need to get an estimate. Yeah, I need to get an estimate. Yeah, I got an acre over here. Yeah, I got a wood over here. Whatever. People call me every fucking day. Some I bring on board and some I let go. Anybody who's rode and worked with me will tell you that. And it doesn't happen overnight. It takes a few years. It takes good communication skills. It takes good people skills, like talking to people, Just be yourself, but don't be so short. When people call, for example, here's an example. People call and say it's too far and you can't do it, right? Every time someone calls me and I turn them down, I'd be like, you know what? And say, customer calls, well, I can't do that. Okay, well, thanks for calling me back, Kevin. I'm like, sure, you bet. And you know what? I'm sorry we couldn't help you out. I wish we could. But I really appreciate you calling us and giving us a chance. Let me tell you something. You guys have heard me say this over and over before. It's not what you say, it's how you say it, right? So that paints a picture in their mind. One, you called them back, even though you fucking know you don't service that area. Some people, customers call me, and I call them back like, man, I've called 5 people today, and none of them have called me back. I'm like, how the fuck these people stay in business, right? I may not call you back right away, but I'll call you back sometime that day, okay? And sometimes, someone else is already, servicing the property. I don't care, because that means it wasn't meant to be, right? So you take phone calls, you talk to people. You need to have an order of operation of questions that you ask. It's the same fucking question in the same order every time. Customer calls you, hey, Pee-wee, Pee-wee's Lawn Care. This is Pee-wee's Lawn Care. It is. This is Pee-wee. How can I help you? Right? And yes, I need to get an estimate. Okay, great. The next fucking, and I'm not pointing you out. I'm just saying, the next thing out of your mouth should be, absolutely. What neighborhood are you in? Oh, I'm in such and such, such and such. Okay, well, I've never heard of that neighborhood before. What is the closest, big intersection or the two closest cross streets to that? That might help you figuring out where it's at. If you still don't know where it's at, maybe they just moved to town. I get that a lot too. Okay, well, I tell you what, I'm driving right now. Can you text me the address? As soon as I pull over, I can pull over. When I get to my next stop, I'll GPS it real quick, and then I'll call you right back and tell you, yeah, we service that area, or no, we don't. And then they're going to say, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so hang up the phone, wait for the bleep, bleep, bleep. You get to your next place, you Google search that shit, and if you're like, yeah, I service that area, call them back. Say, hey, we do service that area. What can we do for you? Right? Not, yeah, or, yep. Try to be, you want to be yourself, right? But you don't want to be so short. You know what I'm saying? You want to ask, don't spend a lot of time fucking talking on the phone about bullshit. Just because you could talk yourself out of a sale. I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about anybody in general. You could talk yourself right out of a sale. Customer calls, hey, I need to get an estimate for a property cleanup. Okay, great. What all do you need to have done? Before, don't even say, hey, where's the address at? I mean, you can. Where's that located? Yeah, we service that area. But you know what? On a property cleanup, here's the key word, property cleanup. If it's going to be a couple $100, don't you think you could probably travel outside of your regular little circle area? Yeah, probably so. So it would either be where is it located, or what do we need to do as far as property cleanup? Both, you're going to need to know both of those anyways. And you find out what that is, and then you go from there. Or maybe, hey, yeah, we need to mow 8 feet tall grass. We got bamboo we need to clean out. We got this, we got that. And they're like, oh, fuck, dude, I need to rent a fucking bulldozer for this shit. Okay, you get an idea. Talk about it first before you go out there. How you doing, Robert? I'm doing great. Talk about it first before you go out there. Get a better idea of where it is. That's why the guy talked to me about the 3 houses in the cul-de-sac that I turned down today, $45 each. We talked about where it was at. We talked about, a lot of different things. What kind of grass type was it? Because I know that area, and I know those neighborhoods have this other type of grass I just fucking hate. And I do not want to cut it. Anyways, once we got to talking after a few questions, that's when I said, man, I'd love to do it, but it really is outside of my area, and it takes, 30 minutes to get there, 30 minutes to get back. That's an hour, plus an hour and a half to cut those 3 houses in the cul-de-sac. It's 2.5 hours. For 45 to each house? No, it's not worth it. So, it's not worth it. So, get as much information over the phone as you can. So, when someone calls and says, hey, I need an estimate. Great. Where are you located? Okay, yeah, I'll come by there today. Wrong. Don't do that. You need to ask more questions. Okay, where are you located? We're located there. Yeah, well, we service that neighborhood. Absolutely. Okay, you service that neighborhood. That means you know what those houses are like mostly, right? Well, our minimum is this on regular properties. Our minimum is this on corner lots, and they better not be the same price. The corner lots should be much higher. Okay, anything that includes mowing, cutting, trimming, edging, and blowing off the grass. Anything, you have to adjust your tone. Anything like trees, bushes, or flower beds are extra, right? Before you even get off the fucking phone, they're either going to say, oh yeah, sure, no problem, that's great. Okay, and then you go on, you go check it out. And then you can ask them, well, hey, they try to lock you on a price. Don't do that. Always say our minimum, our minimum, our minimum. Does anybody know? Know why? Raise your hands. Anybody? I'll tell you. Because that doesn't lock you into a solid price. It says our minimum, and then you can say, if the grass, when was the last time it was cut? 2 weeks. You could bet that bitch was probably 3. Well, it's been a while, but it's not that tall. Don't fucking believe that person. Chances are they don't know what the fuck they're talking about anyways. You cut grass for a living, right? So you say, okay, well, if it's overgrown, it's subject to a higher price. Don't give a dollar figure, because it doesn't matter. Don't give a dollar figure at that time. You just say, well, it'll be subject to a higher price because if it's overgrown, depending how bad it is, depending if it needs a lot of edging work with the stick, with the edger, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Don't go into full details. Don't fucking bore the person. Just mention it and then back off of it, and then they're gonna say, yeah, okay, well, we can still come out. Or they say, well, hey, well, all I got is $4. Well, I can't fucking help you. When someone's trying to lock you in at a price over the phone, they already fucking know their shit is severely overgrown. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Okay, well, yeah, I can still come out and look at it, but I'm telling you, our minimum is this, and if it's overgrown, I don't know what the price is going to be. I have no idea. It could be $60. It could be $75. It could be $100. I have no idea. It just ranges. It just depends. And then you wait to see what they say. So that will cut down on a lot of the extra driving around that you're going to be doing. And that's what you want to do. You're screening your customers, actually. And that's okay. That's the smart thing to do, right? In the beginning, of course, you want to grab everything you can. And there's a little less screening. That means there's a few questions you want to know so you're prepared for what you got going down. All right, let's see here. I cut the 4 trunks and he dealt with the cleanup. Well, there you go. But let me ask you this. When you were telling me that story, Bella, I was like, man, I don't know. I would like to be the bug on the tree to see, what the customer was thinking. Like I couldn't just, I couldn't, it's in me. I could not just cut the 4 and go. There's no way. No way. That would give me an opportunity to do a little bit more. Maybe spend 20 more minutes. Be like, you know what, Mr. Customer, cut this 4 off for you. And I went ahead and I just trimmed up just a little bit for you here, kind of get you going, help you out a little bit, clean up a little bit. I had a little bit of extra time and did that for you. Customer's going to be like, dude, man, thank you, Mr. Villa. Yeah, no problem, you bet. I appreciate you giving us the business. Let me tell you something. That will make you more money with that attitude right there and going that few extra minutes to do that than to cut the 4 and fucking go. When you cut the 4 and go and let the customer deal with the cleanup, that right there in the customer's mind is like, fuck that person. I'm telling you, that's how it is. You have to think differently. You have to think more. Every property, every project you come to, you're investing your time into that, and you're investing to the possibility of something coming from that in addition to. You have to think that way. If you don't, you will not, and I repeat, you will not be a big successful company. You have to think that way. Every single customer, think of it as it's the last customer you have, the only customer you have, and that paycheck, that ticket or whatever, whatever the customer's paying you, is going to pay for the food on the table to feed your family. My phone keeps cutting out. If you do it that way, you will make more fucking money than you can shake a dildo at. I thought that was funny, actually. It'd be hilarious. Totally off the subject. If you had one of those, like, suction cup, big-ass fucking rubber dildos, like a 16-inch cock or something, you run up to somebody in a fucking intersection just before it turned green on the windshield. Hey, what are you doing? And you stick it on the fucking windshield and then take off, drive it up. Fucking beating the windshield. What the fuck is this thing? I'm sorry. That'd be fucking hilarious. There's going to be a wreck for sure. Well, this driver here done dick shit up. It's too easy to make money in lawn landscape business. Too easy. But the hard part is to be consistent and to make and not only that, Villa, get him to leave a review. I guarantee he's not going to leave a review. That review will make you money. Everything you do, how can this make me more money? How can I better myself? What can I do to grow? Get that person to talk about me positively, of course. What can I do? Spend an extra 10 minutes here. Spend an extra 3 minutes here. Extra 5 minutes here. And then you hear fucking douchebags on YouTube say, oh, no, we want to get paid fucking $1 a minute. Man, what the fuck is that bullshit all about? I've never heard no fucking shit like that. I broke it down. It's $1 a minute. Okay, well, let me ask you this, dillweed. Not you, dillweed. I was just saying dillweed. Like fuckers, it's like a metaphor, and it's like dudes. All right, let me ask you this, dude. So let's say you go out there and you want to do this. Yep, we charge $1 a minute. All right, so you're one of those kind of guys, right? Okay. So one day you mow a lawn, you've had 5 fucking monsters, right? You're just plowing through shit, and you do a yard in 20 minutes. You gonna charge them $20? No, you're not. You're gonna another day you coming through. You're a little fucking slow. You're depressed because your fucking girlfriend left you. She's with Jody or whatever, right? It takes you 35 minutes. You gonna charge them $35 the next week? No. Right. It makes no fucking sense. Right? It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So you create minimums and you can look at square footages online and GPS and I need to go measure this. Fuck that shit, dude. Who's got that fucking time? You try to, all these precise bullshit people. Be a fucking man. Yep. What neighborhood are you in? You can gauge sizes by neighborhood. People make this game more complicated than it is, and it's not complicated. You keep it simple. Don't work for my brother is a multimillionaire. Him and his wife, they have a construction company in Oklahoma, and he says, Kev, he says a couple things to me. He says, when are you going to stop filling up the wheelbarrow on your own? And when you do, you'll start making some money. And he says, don't just work for a wage, work for a living. So that's a good point, right? So a lot of people, here's another thing I heard today with my buddy Luis Llamas. I like saying his last name. He's got a badass last name. Llamas. It's actually with 2 L's. I didn't know that. It's Llamas. And he told me it's Llamas. I thought that was fucking badass. But anyway, so Mr. Llamas was telling me he's 18, pretty hard worker. He works full time at Bland's Lawn Equipment. Pretty good employee there. Been there a year. He's been with me about a month and a half on Thursdays and sometimes on the weekends. And we were talking about mulch. Here's the other thing, guys. Every time I hear it, I'm just like, oh, what the fuck, man? So people say, well, it's better to buy mulch by the yard and you shovel it. And I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? Right? I've done that. I did that for 2 years. Okay? Enough to be like, I remember one of my first big jobs was 65 bags of mulch. Any of you guys who know, each bag of mulch generally is 2 cubic yards. Okay, well, it takes 12.5 bags of that measurement to be 1 yard of mulch if you went to like a nursery and they scooped it up in the front end loader, right? Okay. That's generally high 20s to low 30s for dollars per yard if you have it scooped, right? If you go to the store, Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever, it can range anywhere from $3 to $5 on premium stuff, right? All year, 12-month guaranteed color. Don't believe that bullshit for a minute. Don't believe it, okay? So he says it's cheaper. Yeah, so that's what people get. Yeah, it's cheaper. But you're going to make a fucking mess. I see all these guys shoveling these fucking wheelbarrows that come up here and they dump it over and shit's fucking everywhere. You got to pick all the shit out of the grass. Their hands are all fucking black. They're dirty. Their trailer is dyed black. It's a fucking mess. Or they bring in the truck. They dump it on the tarp on the fucking driveway. They shovel it. Whatever, dude. Fuck a bunch of that. I do everything there's no right or wrong. I'm just telling you how I do it, right? I figure, okay, well, I need 1 yard. I need 2 yards. I need 3 yards. Now, if I need more than 2 yards, well, actually, I've done 7. I've done 7 yards by bags before. That was at W Industries. And let me tell you, that was a lot easier than fucking having a truck come in and dump that shit, right? I'll tell you why. You can throw the bag up, throw it on your shoulder, and you and the other guys or whatever, boom, 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 throw it down. Another guy come behind you, cut it, flip the bag over, spread it out a little bit, move on to the next one. That is much faster, much cleaner, much safer, and you don't get as exhausted. You're not as dirty. And here's the part that I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Here's the part I'm talking about. They say, oh, well, it's cheaper. Why do you care? You're not fucking paying for it. You need to figure out what's going to make your job easier, faster, and still make some good money, right? So if the customer says, hey, I want 5 yards, you think they really give a shit if it's going to cost them fucking $30 or $45 or $50 a yard? No, they're not. And even if they are, don't worry about it. So, okay, well, what do you charge per yard? All right, well, we charge 110. Now you can do this. If you buy multiple yards like that, okay, you line up your pricing, you line up all of your expenses for that materials for that job. All right, so 7 yards of mulch, okay? Each bag is whatever, okay? All right. And then you figure out how many hours that's going to take you. All right, that's going to take probably 4 hours, okay? How much labor are you going to have? Well, I got 3 guys working with me. One is $10, one's $15, one's $12 an hour, okay? That times 4. All right, and then you go ahead and you add 30%. So you add that. Oh, plus if you're working there, you got to add your time in there. Well, whether you're working there or not, you still got to add your time in there because you got to make a little bit of money, right? So you put that in there. And then you add 30% to that or 20%. That's what your company makes. And then you add tax to that, and then that's what you got right there. So if they need a little adjustment on the price, you can drop down to 20%, but you don't really want to do less than that. What's up, buddy? How are you, Thomas? How will you charge by the bag, though? You don't charge by the bag, Pee-wee. It's $5. No, you charge by the yard. So let's just say they don't need a yard. Let's just say, well, they need a couple bags. All right. Well, if they need 3 bags, all right, we'll say, you know what? We really have a 1 yard minimum. Why would you go a house to do 3 bags? But what if you're already mowing that yard? Let's just say you're doing that, right? And that's maybe what you mean. Say you're already mowing a yard and you need about 3 bags, okay? At the most, you're paying $4 each bag. So that's 8, 9, 10, it's $12. Charge them $20 to put it down plus the price of the deal, right? When I did those 7 yards of mulch, I didn't charge by the bag. I charged by the yard. That yard, even though it's 12.5 bags, I rounded it to 13, right? So it was $4 a bag. I did 4 times whatever 7 yards was. I forget how many bags it was. We filled up that fucking armor trailer, dude. That was crazy. We filled that bitch up. And that's what we did. So we did that. And then I calculated the amount of hours. I put like 6 hours. We did it in 5, but I put 6 down. I had me, Caden's 12 an hour. I had 2 other guys that were 12 an hour. One guy was 12 an hour. Another guy was 10 an hour. And then there was me. So I did and I'm $50 an hour. And I did all of that times 6 and then added the materials in there. And then I had to, there's a little bit of a dump fee because I had to take out the old mulch too. So I threw that dump fee in there. And then I added 30% to that. Then I added the tax, and that was what my number was. Bagged mulch that's been sitting on a pallet for a minute has a funkier smell. Well, then get a different bag. Who gives a fuck about the smell? Customer ain't gonna come out there. Hey man, my mulch smells funny. Don't smell like mulch. Well, maybe you got a booger in your nose or something. You know what I'm saying? Who cares, man? Get a different bag. If a bag doesn't look good, get a different bag. Every now and then you might come across a bag that has maybe like some moldy pieces in it, Get a different bag. Or once you dump it out, maybe it's like that. Like, man, that's pretty bad. Get another bag. Always get an extra bag, right? Bag mulch that's been sitting on it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but, I got to smell it. I got to smell it. You're crazy, bro. Get up the nostrils. You know what thing I found out about mowing grass? Make sure your booger's greener. I'm just pointing out. So, who cares? And when I hear people say, yeah, but it's cheaper. Who gives a fuck? You are not paying for it. It does not matter. Do what makes your job easier. I'm telling you. Once you fucking go bags, you never go back. You know what I'm saying? So, now, some jobs, let's just say, say you go to a house. Here's another good example. You go to a house, they got 3 yards you need to do. And they got flower beds flower beds are everywhere. Section over here, section over here, section over here, section over here. You don't want to be wheelbarrowing all over that shit everywhere. Grab your bags, throw them down, throw them down, throw them down. Zip, 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 zip. I've been in business over 4 years. I did that bullshit the first 2 years. I said, fuck it, I'll never do it again. I bag everything after that. Hey, if I'm too expensive for you, I do not give a shit. Guess what? We live in a population around here that's millions of people. I do not care. It's not where I've had enough backbreaking work and enough, whew, that fucking sucks, projects to know I won't do it again unless I do it this way. Don't get trapped into the, man, I got to keep them happy. No, you don't. If you have your higher standard of what performance should be as your standard, they will always be happy regardless. If they can't afford to pay you, that's a different story. That's not your problem. That's their problem, right? Some people can afford to pay you, but they don't want to pay. Again, it's not your problem. It's their problem. You know, sometimes people call me, well, we need a new lawn service, and we want to call you. Okay, how much you charge? $40. $40. The last guy charges $30. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. So I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. You're right. I'm gonna start putting bags down. I love doing it with bags, just like you said. A lot easier. I'm telling you, bro. Call the last guy back then. Those bags are 2 cubic feet. There is 27 cubic feet per one. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, it's 12.5 bags. You go on Google and it'll tell you that. So 12.5 bags, I round to 13 on 2 cubic inch bags. So remember, 2 cubic feet bags. You can buy some mulch comes in 1.5 cubic bags. It depends what brand you buy. So pay attention. You want the 2 cubic feet is what you're wanting. Anyways, so that was really good with spray. Do what makes your job easier because, oh yeah, now I know what I'm saying. So if they can't afford you, move on to someone else. You'll be fine. You'll find somebody else. Don't kill yourself just to make a few dollars. But if you are trying to start your business and you and your family are starving, that's a different story. You hear me? That's a different story. If you are at that point, and you meaning anybody, if you're at that point, then you do whatever it is you have to do to bring money in. You understand? If that means you got to sweat more, if you got to bust your ass more, I've been there, I've done it to start the company. I did. If that's what you got to do, then you do that. Once you get to the point to where you don't have to do that, then don't. You can pull back and be like, you know what? I did that shit before. I'm in a position where I ain't got to fucking do that anymore. And you'll get there. Okay? But remember, your time is valuable. So, the time that you spend on something, make sure you're compensated well for it. Don't just let this ring in your noggin when you're out working tomorrow. I want you to tell yourself, I'm not working for a wage. I'm working for a living. There's a difference. You make more money working for a living than you do for a wage. Maybe in the beginning of starting your business, you'll take whatever you can get, which is expected, right? Don't be caught up what other companies are making when they started. Who gives a shit? They are not you. You are not them. They are not where you're at. You're not where they're at. You don't have the same machines, blah, 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 whatever, right? So find the information you need to find online and do what you need to do to grow your business. But when you do your business, create a higher standard. The best, I'm not saying go that extra mile because to me, there's no such thing. We just have a higher, in the military, when you learn what the standard is, everything, when you were in the airborne infantry like I was, everything was fucking perfect. Dress right, dress perfect every single time with consistency, another key word. So when you create that standard, you'll hear people say, man, that's the standard. That means you can't go higher than, there's no higher performance than that. Once you have created that for yourself and your company, that's second nature for you to do something at that top quality. Then people are like, dude, they're not going to say he goes above and beyond. No, they're going to say he has a higher standard. That is what you want to hear. Not he goes above and beyond. No. Going above and beyond means you go above and beyond sometimes when you want to. You don't want that. You want the reputation of have a higher standard. You guys listen to me, you'll make some money. So there's a lot of ways to make money. But I'm telling you, have that positive attitude, right? That dedication, that commitment to a higher standard. And put in that little extra time. If the sun is up, your ass needs to be out of bed fucking making money for your family. When the sun is down, shower your ass, get something to eat, hang out with the family. There will come a day where you don't have to work sun up to sundown. But that's not today. You understand? It will come. I worked all week. I need to have vacation this week. No, don't be a pussy. If the work is there, go do it. Because when it's rainy, you can take a break. When it's wintertime, you can take a break. When it's wintertime, people crying, oh man, I wish I had some work. I had so many bills. Well, remember all those other weekends you wanted to take off and go fucking fishing or play fucking frisbee golf or whatever the hell they call that shit? Yeah. Guess what? Imagine you put $300 per weekend for every weekend that you did that. Just come up with a fucking number, however many. 20 weekends, right? 20 weekends. 300 times 20. Let's fucking do it. I got Mr. Calculator right here. All right, 300 times 20. $6,000 that you could have had extra. But your fucking ass decided to go do something else because, I was tired. I worked so hard this week. You little fucking Judy. And by the way, I'm not talking to anybody out there specifically. I'm just saying, you have to think of it that way. Oh, you hear people say, oh, well, I don't work the weekends. Oh, I go to church on Sunday. That's God's day. It's God's day every day, motherfucker. Right? Every day. So here we go. PCG Online. Check it out. I did adapt your adding 30% extra on landscaping quotes this year. It worked out really good. Went from a flank steak diet to a bacon wrapped filet mignon diet. Boom! Suck my dick. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's figure of speech, guys. And I'm really loaded up on this Jack Daniels, by the way. That is excellent, PCG. When you do that, man, guys, now sometimes you get in projects that it's hard to throw that 30% in there. Yes. Finagle the numbers you need to. Make money. Don't never say, well, I'm going to help the customer out. Don't fucking do that. Find another way to help them out. Find a way to help them out in another way that doesn't cost you a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of ways. I'm not saying don't help people out. I'm not saying don't, it's hard to explain. You have to take care of you and your family first, right? You can still take care of your customers. Here's an example. Okay, I got my tractor, right? Okay. I call my buddy Ron. Ron is a customer. They pay me $85 every 2 weeks to come out and mow their, that's about an acre and a half, something like that, right? It's the property that's got that trailer still in the fucking woods that they gave me and the Ford tractor, the 8N tractor that they gave me. It's that property, right? Okay. So I said, dude, how much, I don't know what to charge you guys to repair that road. Okay, now I'm going to show you how you can help customers out here. Well, we need like 5 to 8 yards of crushed limestone to repair their driveway. They live out in the country. They got a shit ton of fucking potholes, right? Okay, that material's cost is whatever that material is going to cost. So that's set aside. That's what they have to pay for. Now, we can pay for it up front, and they can pay us back, whatever, it doesn't matter. We can't change that price. But what we can change is the time that we give them. Now I got the tractor. Fucking front end loader. Right? Fucking diesel Kubota. I still can't believe I got this shit. So, okay. Now I say, Ron, I don't know what to charge you, man. And he says, well, just give me what's fair. Ron, I don't know what's fair, bro. I said, I have no idea. It's the first time, I'll be using this tractor. My excavator, I have kind of an idea what I charge. And I said, I tell you what, Ron, you guys have been great customers. And I consider you folks friends too. You've welcomed me into your house multiple times. We've talked, we've told stories. We shot the breeze, several times on your front porch, man, after I get done working, just kicking it. And then I'd go and do, 10, 12 more properties. You know what I'm saying? So you tell me what you would be willing to give me to bring in my tractor. We'll have the crushed limestone drop. We'll scoop it up. We'll dump it in there. We'll pack it in there. We'll run over it a couple times, get it packed in there. We'll dump some more. Whatever it is we need to do, brother. You tell me and I'd be glad to do it for you. I don't care what the price is. I guarantee he's not going to fuck you over, right? If it's $100, it's $100. Who gives a shit? That's how you help out. Is it really going to hurt you to do it for $100 instead of $300? No, it's not. So here's what happens. It's my first project, right? Okay. You damn well I'm going to be making some pictures when I ship. Because I need those pictures for my website to advertise this is what we do now. I need that for my social media outlet. I need that to send pictures to people. Those pictures can be worth money to getting other customers to sign up. Yes, hey, can you come out and give us an estimate for this and that? That's where you'll make your money. It's right there. There's different ways to help your customers out. It's not always, the way you might think, right? Anyways, that is excellent, PCG. That by adding that 30%, So when you get to a project that you don't know to add the 30%, or maybe I don't know, I'm just doing this and that. Sometimes maybe that doesn't apply. Maybe it's not a large enough project to apply, right? Sometimes you go to a project and be like, oh, $700. Fuck, you don't know why. That's the first thing out your mouth. And it may be a good number. I have no idea. So like when I did my excavating job, I didn't come up with the 30% in my head. I just didn't think of it that way. There was no materials involved. So what I could have done, I didn't guesstimate the hours because I didn't know how long it was going to take to excavate 200 linear feet at 1.5 feet. I said, Jerry, you're looking at $250 minimum, $200 just to bring my machine out on site for an 8-hour period. It's going to cost another $50 an hour for me to operate it. He said, okay, that sounds fair. It took us 7 hours to do 200 linear feet at 1.5 feet depth. The reason it took so long is because all these damn roots he had. It's a good thing I brought a chainsaw. I brought my 60cc McCulloch with me. And it was the McCulloch 610. I think it was a 610. And I'm glad I brought it with me because ton of roots. Oh my goodness, man. And what we were digging through was like black gumbo or Texas clay, Texas clay. You forget that shit. You can't use a shovel on that. You have to have an excavator of some kind. And that stuff is like, it's tough, dude. You dig it in there, right? And you go to scoop it and it doesn't dump out. You have to get off your excavator, take a shovel, do it like that to get it to fall out. Then come over, get down, scoop it over here, and come over, get out, do it again. It just takes time. So it ended up being $600. They were glad to pay it. We finished it dark. Luckily, my excavator had a light on it. So that I charged it an hourly rate. I didn't really have a way to put 30% on that. So I didn't. So some things you will, some things you won't. Mowing, can't put a 30% on it. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. But when you get into projects, landscape makeovers, where there's a lot of materials involved and a lot of moving pieces, that's a different story. Now you could put 30%, you could put 20%. So you remember, you have to include your hourly time because you're an employee. And your company needs to make money too, right? The truck you drive in, the insurance you pay, the gas you put in the car, all, the trimmer line, the safety gloves, the safety glasses, the clothes, all that bullshit. That's company stuff, right? So that's why we put that 20 and that 30% in there, and those add up. Okay. Let's see here. I love doing it with the bag. Yep. Rather start putting it back. Yeah, Pee Wee, just try it, bro. Just try a couple. The next one you go to, I'm telling you, it makes life a lot easier because you could take a bag and throw it right underneath, or throw it behind, some bushes or something if that's where it needs to go. Cut it and then dump it out and smooth it all out with a garden rake or whatever kind of rake. It makes it real easy. Okay. Let's see here. What else? Oh, by the way, how is your wife doing? Robert, you didn't know, buddy. She passed away February 1st, bro. I know you didn't know. Okay, so what else? You guys ask a question. What can I help you with? Maybe. Whew, that shit's stout. I need to go to bed soon because I'm waking up at 6 o'clock. Guys, if you have employees, please do 1099s or taxes or whatever it is you want to do. However it is you do it. Don't just pay people on the table. Don't do that. If you want to pay somebody $50 for something on the table, okay, whatever, it's $50 for something, right? No big deal. But if it's somebody coming out every single week, don't just pay them on the table. Get your money back. Why is this not updating? I know more people have. Okay. Well, I'm about to get off here because it's an hour. It's exactly 1 hour. Unless you guys start talking. I can't wait to fucking use my tractor. Oh my gosh. Excited. We're starting 2 new companies. Everyone going to sleep. Yeah, everybody's going to sleep. So check this out, guys. We're starting 2 new companies. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. You rocking and rolling on your lawn and landscape business. I love it, right? You're making good money. You're making good choices. You're doing your thing. Think about growth, right? Okay. What other skills do you have or that you can learn that you can make money from, right? So I'm a pretty good welder. I know how to cut and fit. That means cut fit. That means measure stuff out, cut stuff out, fit stuff together, weld it together. That's what cut and fit means. I have made several barbecue pits in the past out of metal, but I've welded myself, cut and torched myself, all that kind of shit. Bumper pull, grills, everything. We're gonna start a new business this fall. And I don't know if it's hey, I'm also welding. Hey, awesome, SRJ. So I don't know. Here we go. COVID. How is that affecting the business? More people at home trying to do their. Not around here. People don't want to do shit. We're in Texas. Uh, my business has skyrocketed, but not because of COVID-19. It has skyrocketed because of what I have done the last 4 years. So, no. But dude, a lot more people are at home doing home projects, flower beds and gardens and mowing their lawns and shit like that. So a lot more people are doing that. But I haven't had one single customer, not one, said, "Oh, hey, I can't pay you," or this or that, or people say, "Yeah, I lost my job. Are you still coming to mow my grass?" Yeah, motherfucker. Okay, cool. See you Wednesday. They still pay me. So I've only had one person say that actually. Um. Okay, so what I was talking about, shit. Oh yeah. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna start a DBA, and I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but I'm gonna be making smoker pits for like barbecuing, and they're gonna be military themed pits. It'll be nice. And anyway, so it'd be like Texas veterans smoker pits or whatever. I don't really fucking know. I'm gonna come up with something. Next year, we're starting another company for pool cleaning services, right? So we're gonna start that, And you're like, Kev, how are you going to do that? How are you going to do this? Well, obviously I can't do that on my own. I've already maxed out what I can max out working on my own. I have to have more people. Same boat, love Texas. I think the Texas heat is going to affect us more than this COVID. Oh, yeah, dude. Let me tell you something, man. COVID-19 is just a fucking name for a strand of flu. That's it. They're hiding other things that are going on in the world. They're trying to distract you to get you to focus on something. They're trying. I don't know. Don't even get me started on that bullshit. Okay, so we're gonna start a pool cleaning service next year. So I'm gonna buy a small truck like a Ford Ranger, Chevy S10, and we'll have chlorine. We'll have the grass nets. We'll have the water pH balance leveler thing with jig. And hold on, be right back. All right, it's almost 1 o'clock. Fucking getting tired. All right, so I'm gonna hire a guy to do pool cleaning, drive my truck. So with that guy, I'm not gonna pay him hourly. Oh, that reminds me. Hiring employees and sending them on their own. What I'm doing. Okay, check it out. First, let's finish this pool business. So around here, customers pay between $130 and $150 a month to have pool service. For cleaning, guy comes in, 15-20 minutes is all he's spending. Takes the long pole with a brush. If there's anything he needs a brush. Empty out the skimmers. Check the pH level. Drop some chlorine if he needs to. Fucking gone, right? Or net out some grass. He's got his own net ship and gone. Okay, all right. If you have 20 of those, 130, that's $2,600. Okay, 2,600 divided by 4. That's $650 a week. Holy shit, dude. That's 20 customers. Fucking 20. Pool and spa. You do the same thing with spa. If they have a hot tub, maybe charge $150. Or if it's a big ass fuck off pool, charge them whatever you want to charge them. Sometimes if you don't know, just ask them. Have you had pool service before? Yeah. What do they charge you? This amount. Sounds good to me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wow, that's pretty cheap. Well, we would be at this amount here. Okay, sounds good. All right. They called you for a reason, right? Okay, so I'll pay a guy per pool to go and do that, not hourly. Remember, hourly people want to fucking lollygag, right? All right, so here's my way of growing my business on lawn care. Okay, I've thought about this for a long time. Okay. Our properties range from $40, actually $30. Majority of them are a lot. We have some that are 30. Very, very, very few. I could probably count on one hand. The rest start at 40, and then they go up from there. Our acres anywhere from between 100 to 130. We have some that are multiple acres. We have some that are corner lots. Prices just range crazy, right? Okay. I have tried to do 30 properties in a day with 4 guys in my truck. For us, it can't be done. Because of where all the properties are at. There's some driving here, some driving here, some driving here, some driving here. They're not far. There's just a shit ton of intersections in between each one. So, I got to thinking. And I've come up with this, and it's going to work good. I give guys who I train and I trust to go out on their own. Okay, you can either do 5 properties, 10 properties, or 15 properties. Here's the prices: 15 an hour, 150 flat rate, or 200 flat rate. You're probably like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? If I send you out to do 5 properties, you're gonna have a 32-inch walk behind mower. Okay, you can do 5 properties, no problem. I'll pay you $15 an hour. They're regular size properties, 10,000 square feet. That's it, plus the house right on it. If you want to do 10 properties, I'm paying you a flat rate of $150. That means whether you finish in 5 hours or 10 hours, you're still getting $150. That would encourage you to want to work faster but still perform good service. If you want to do 15 in a day, I'm not gonna push you more than 15. You can have $200 flat rate. 5 hours, 10 hours, I don't care. $200 or $150, right? Depending what properties I set you up for will depend what equipment I give you that day, because I know what equipment works best on what properties and how fast you can get done, how easy it will be, and all that kind of shit, right? Okay. So if I'm setting you up with $200 a day, that's $1,000 a week. That's $4,000 a month. Who the fuck would not want to do that? Well, there's a lot of people who don't want to work in this heat. So my goal is to get at least 2 guys I can send off on their own. You go do 10 properties on this side of town. You go do 10 properties on that side of town, and I'll go do 5. Or I'll go do 10. If I go do 5, that's 25 in a day. If I go do 10, that's 30 in a day. That's a shit ton of money. You do that 5 days a week. Hold on. 30 times 5. That's 150 properties a week. Let's just say it's 40. Let's say that's $40. That's $6,000 a week, Jack. You'll pay those guys $150, right? $150 times 3 times 5 equal $2,250. 6,000 minus $2,250. You still made $3,750. Oh yeah, that's right. Check this out. Times 4, $15,000 in a month. And guess what? Here's why I'm doing it that way. Because I don't want to wear my soldiers out. You know what I'm saying? I want them to get off work 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock at the latest. Be done. Kevin, we're done. All right, well, put your shit up, clock out. Text me when you're done and hey, I just clocked out. You do that for accountability. That reminds him, oh, hey, I need to let him know to clock out. If not, the motherfucker, oh, we got an extra hour. Oh, shit, I forgot to clock out. Yeah, I just now left. But actually, he left an hour ago, right? You do it I want to do it that way because they don't get overly exhausted. I don't want to burn anybody out. I've been doing this over 4 years. I'm not burned out because I have a lot of drive and that shit I want to do. My fire, my drive will never go out. You can't expect that from a customer, or from an employee. It doesn't work that way. Their drive is different. All right, we're going to get to that per yard here in a minute. All right, so I used to do it that way, actually, SRJ. I used to do it that way, buddy. What is your first name, SRJ? So I want to do it that way because I don't want to burn anybody out. I want people to get off at 3 o'clock, be refreshed, go hang out with the family, hang out with their friends, relax, do whatever they want, I don't care, be ready to go the next day. That's just mowing. When we get in landscape, which we do a lot of landscape, you drop down to an hourly employee. Jose, all right, my man. Okay, Jose says, almost 7 a.m. here in Ireland, West Power, Washington. What is up, PMT? Lynch? Love Ireland, dude. I've been to Shannon, Ireland a couple times, just at the airport, by the way. Coming to and from Kuwait. What was that? Ireland, or actually Germany. Ireland launched to Germany. Western Power, Washington, roof fungi and busting build. Hell yeah, brother. Okay. Hey, brother, you're looking well. You're doing big things. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate you, dude. Tenos with AJ's lot. Oh, yeah, AJ's. Yeah, man. Tenos, what up, bro? Okay. So you're paying pay him per property and not per hour. I usually do 45 to 50 a week. Landscaping would be different. Right. So landscaping is hour. Here's why I think hourly is really better. because, you say 10 to 12 per property. What if the property was only $30? Let's just say $30, right? $30 minus 10. $20, you only get $20. I used to do it that way. I did it hourly because you can push them to move faster. Hey, let's go. I know I'm tired. Well, I know you're fucking tired. Hell, you don't think I'm tired too? Come on, Jack. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Have some fun. Here you go. Have a chip. So I do hourly because they can't leave the property until you're ready to go. So you control the time frame. You control that time frame. You control how fast they move. Always have to be watching. Why is he fucking with that trimmer head? He's been fucking with that trimmer head for 10 minutes. I've had that. I've never had to mess with a trimmer head as long as he had in 4 years. Go see what he's doing. He may be bullshitting the time, right? So, what I do is hourly. I used to do that. I used to do $10 per property. We would do 20 in a day, or 17 a day when I had Nick. 17 times 7 is only $70 for 17. No, that's not right. 10 times 7. No, 17, sorry, times 17. $170. You're going to pay him $170 for doing 17 lawns, and it ends up being $21.25 an hour in 8 hours. Hold on. 10 times 17 equal 170. 70 divided by 8 equal, oh, that's what it was. Okay, so I put $10 times 17 properties in a day, which is very manageable, by the way, divided by 8 hours is $21.25. A little too much. Anybody who's making $21.25, motherfucker should be driving a truck. Okay? Going out and doing it. So if you did it by the hour, 12 times 8, it's only $96, bro. That means 170 minus 96, you're giving away an extra $74 to him when it could be in your pocket. And you're not getting any more performance out of him. There's no different. Don't do it. Let's see, 45, 50 week. All right. 12 times 50. Let's do it for a whole week. 12 times 50 is $600. I don't know how many properties you do a day. I mean, hell, you can do 50 in 2 days, really, 25 and 25. You're going to pay him $600 in 2 days? Come on, man. That don't make no sense. Hey, pay him by the hour. So, I start every swinging Richard at $10. I don't give a fuck where you came from. I don't care if you're Andy with cut and clean long hair. You come to work for me. I'm still paying you $10, bro. To start out with. You and your Darwin grip. I like Andy's show, by the way. He's got a good channel. I was just saying, what I mean is, I don't care how much experience you got. You come work for me, you're starting at $10. I need to see how you work. I need to see how you are when I tell you, hey, I need you to go back over there and redo that. I need you to redo that. My buddy Vela, is it Katie? Faith Lawn Services. You think I never told him to go back and do it again? You're fucking wrong about that shit. Hey, can you go back and redo that again? Hey, next time we get to the next property, make sure you do a little bit cleaner, neater job. He'll fucking tell you I said that. And if I was to go work for him sometimes to help him out, I would want to do it the way he would want me to do it. So yeah, I would be working for him. I respect him. I respect what he's trying to do. So I would do it however it is he would want me to do it. I'd go back to it. If I did it wrong or I missed something, I'd be like, you got it, buddy. I'll go back there and I'll finish it up. That's just what you do, right? So if you do it hourly, it's a little different, bro. You'll save some money and you'll still get the same work out of them. Nothing's going to change, right? I used to do it like that by the yard. You got it, Lynch. You take care, brother. You work hard and be safe out there. You hear me? I'll be fucking hurting in the morning. I'll tell you that right now. All right. So my goal is to have 2 trucks out. They each do 10 properties. Every property is different. Let's just hold on here. Let's try this. Here's last month's schedule, right? Let's do 2 trucks one given day. Let's pick a day here. All right, here's one. This one we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so here's 20. Here's exactly 20. All right, one truck will make. Hold on. One truck will make $450 on those 10 properties. Take 450 minus 150, I just made $300 and I ain't done shit. Set that to the side. My other truck's heading out. I'll tell you how much that one will make. The other truck will make $650. All right. So $650 minus $150 equal $500 plus what was the other one? $300 plus $300. I made $800 that day and I ain't done shit. See what I'm saying? So they're out on 2 different parts of town doing routes. The next day, we have another 20. Next day, we have another 20. The day before that, we don't have 20, but we got an acre, commercial acre, 3/4 of an acre, regular lot, acre. Before that, we got 5 regular, or 7 regulars, plus W Industries, which is fucking 10 acres. And then 20 again on Friday. So if you could send out, let's just say you're making, after payout, you're making $500 per truck, and you got 3. All right, you got 3 trucks out, and they're each doing 10 properties. $1,500 a day times 5. Boom, $7,500 times 4. $30,000 in a fucking week. Do you hear what I'm telling you? My gosh. You can't do that with 3 or 4 guys in a truck. It's not going to work. Unless they're all in the same fucking neighborhood. All of them. You know, different neighborhoods, but they're all in there, you know. That's the only way to work. I've been doing it over 4 years, and I've tried to drive faster, take shortcuts, have more guys in the truck. It does not matter. The drive time is the drive time. We were spending 4 to 5 hours a day just drive time. I did an experiment one time. 4 to 5 hours of drive time. That's a lot, dude. That could be spent working. So, send trucks out. Say you got 5 trucks. Let's play with some numbers. Say you got 5 trucks, right? You pay that guy out, and you've made $500, right? Okay. All right, so 10. Let's see here. Let's go 10. Let's say they were 50, right? So 50 times 10. That's $500. Minus 150 is do it this way. 350. 350 times 5 equal 1750. Times 5 equal 8750. Times 4 equal $35,000. Holy shit, dude. Times, I don't know, let's say fucking 6. Or let's say 4, right? Times 4 equal $140,000 in 4 months off that formula right there. 4 months of mowing season. A lot of states have 4 months of mowing season. But how do you get there? That's the question, right? No special formula. No special trick. There's no do this, do that. None of that bullshit. You work your ass off. You hire the people you can trust. You train them to do exactly what you do. Right? Create that higher standard. That is the standard. I am the highest lawn and landscaper around here. I charge more than anybody, right? For mowing, anyways. I'm not saying you have to be that, but represent yourself as not as the best. So say we're the best. I watch advertisements all the time sometimes, and I see, we're the best lawn and landscape in Michigan. We're this, we're that. Man, fuck you, dude. If you were the best, you don't have to say you were the best, right? Okay. You just do the best you can, and you be appreciative of every customer that comes in front of you. You shake their hand, like, man, I really appreciate you giving us the business to do this. I know you could have called other people, but I'm glad you called us. You know what I mean? Connecting. That's another key word. There's a connection between you and customers, and if you could connect to them sincerely, normal, like a regular person, dude, you could piss on their fucking welcome mat outside and be like, oh, no problem, I'll throw it in the wash. You know what I'm saying? Very helpful. Now you got me thinking. You got it, buddy. Thank you. You're very welcome, Jose. So what happens when one or two guys don't show up? Then you have no one to. Well, that happens. Guess what? You go out and do it. That's why you set up to where you don't do the 10 as well. And if you do, hey, things happen, man. 10 is not a lot. Hey, bro, take these extra 5. I'll take them extra 5. We got it. 25 today. We got it, right? No big deal. Okay. Or if no one shows up, well, fuck, it ain't the end of the world. Just do what you can. It's not going to be like that every day. And people can always do the what if scenarios. To an extent, you have to be like, dude, are you some kind of stupid or something? You know what I'm saying? Don't think of it that way. Don't think of it that way. If you hire the right people, that won't happen, right? The universe will always set it out for you. As long as you do the right things, it will be easy to follow. You'll have a few hiccups along the way, but you just do the best you can. What if you got sick that day? Okay, look at it that way, Jose. What if you got sick that day? What are you going to do? Not go to work. Okay. Let the customers know, hey, I can't make it today. I don't feel well, but I will, let's see what tomorrow looks like. Tomorrow, if not, probably, the next day, I would assume, at the latest. Okay. That's it. If you have a good relationship with your customers, you know what they're going to say? Not a problem, Kevin. I hope you feel better soon. See you soon. That's it. That's it. If you don't, like the people say, I don't like talking to my customers. Why the fuck do you not like talking to customers? You talk to them to fucking get their business. Right? Why would you not want to talk to them? Well, because, the less the better. And, it's a good day when you don't talk to customers. What fucking planet are you on? Galaxy of this sucks ass. That don't make any damn sense. When I go to a customer's house, you know what I do? I text them. Hey, we're on our way. Cut your grass. A lot of times they say thank you. Oh, sounds great, Kev. Awesome. Yeah, it's getting pretty tall this week. I know this weather is crazy. People say, dude, my backyard is just going nuts. And I would say, man, I know. I don't know what it is, but everybody's backyard is like radioactive or something. That's a little bit of chit chat, a little bit of talk. Dude, that's gold, man. Right? When you're done, what do? Text the customer. Hey, we're all finished up. Got you looking good. Got you looking clean, cut. Whatever. Don't spend a lot of time on it. No one gives a shit. Be like, we'll see you guys next week. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Have a great weekend. Thanks, Kev. You too. We'll send the money shortly. Okay, no problem. That's like verbally telling you text messages back and forth, right? What happens? You can't make it. Hey, Mr. Customer, I can't make it. I just don't feel well, man. I had a little bit of a fever this morning, and I'm just gonna kind of lay low, have some soup, and see how I feel. Sure, Kev. I hope you feel better, man. See you tomorrow or the next day. Sure, no problem. So what are you doing? The customers have invested in you emotionally. All right, let's look at this at a much bigger picture. By you communicating with them every single fucking time you go out there, or you listen to their stories, or they say, "Hey, man, you guys rented out quick." I said, "Yep." I told them that they weren't quicker this time. They get fired. You can play with them, right? Be like, "Hey, man, you guys missed whatever. But not a problem. You know, well, we're just down the street. Let me turn around, and come back and get it. That's okay. You can get it next week. No, that's okay. I'll get it real quick. It's no sweat. I'm glad you told me." See, you become more valuable to them. That's what you want to do. You become valuable. You're investing in yourself, right? So in life, you are either taking time to do something, or you're spending money to have someone else do it. That same thing. So remember that, right? I need more drink. This game is too easy to make money. It's too easy. If you're struggling, there are general struggles. You know, man, I can't get customers. Okay. Why can't you get customers? I don't know. Okay, let's look at it this way. What are you doing to try to get customers? See what I'm saying? There's always a way to find out what it is that's happening that you are or not doing for what's going on. You know what I mean? Well, think about this, Jose. Just because 15% don't bother to interact doesn't mean, and I know this firsthand, doesn't mean they don't appreciate you contacting them. The other 5 you haven't met yet. Yeah, there's a few I haven't met. I had one customer I had for like 2 or 3 years till they moved. And they said, "So, Kev," and they would pay me, Zelle pay or something. He said, "Man, you've been cutting my grass for 6 months. And I know he says, I always receive your text when you're on your way, and I always receive your text when you leave. And I just wanted to tell you." And I know, he goes, "and I know I never respond. I just want to tell you I'm always super busy, but I always get your text messages. And I'm always glad that you text when you're on your way and when you're done. And I appreciate your communication so much, man. I hope you have a great week." I only heard 3 things from that person. 3 times. Very first time, come out and give an estimate. That time. And the time he told me about 6 months later, "Hey, we're selling our house. Can you cut it the last time on such and such date?" "Yeah, I sure can." "Okay, great, thanks." So just because you don't hear anything doesn't mean they don't like it. Doesn't mean they're not used to it. Doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? And I've even taken out a couple of them to eat. Why do people do that? I don't understand. I know someone that had 7 crews of 3 30 years ago. Last year, 1 helper. This year, they went solo because of the headache and expenses after the CPA and state had been paying. Okay, let me tell you something. Let's look at this. Something don't sound right. Something don't sound right. Look at this, Jose. I know someone that had 7 crews of 3 30 years ago. Okay. 3 guys can knock out 30 properties. Okay? 40 times 30, $1,200. 150 times 3 is 450. 1,200 minus 450 is 750. Now he said he had 7 of 3. 7 of 3 times 750 times 3, 750. Hold on. 750 times 3 is 5250 after you paid everybody out for one day. Times 5. $26,000, $250, right? Okay, times 4. $105,000 in 1 month. Why would you go solo? I'll tell you why. Probably because of taxes, tax evasion, right? I understand you got to pay your guys out. Well, I just did the payout already. Okay, you 1099 and you have them pay 150 a day, 200 a day, whatever the fuck the number is. Yeah, you got equipment purchased, you got gas, you got this, that. Yeah, no, I totally get all that. That's different. This is what you've received in revenue, and then we're not talking about what you're paying out. Anybody who goes from being that big down to that small is probably because they got in a little bit of trouble. I mean, I don't know the whole story, but I sure as hell wouldn't want to do that. Once I get 100 fucking grand a month, fuck you. I'm gonna keep growing. I want more. All right. I would love to get more and pay $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 to have a brand new playground put down some fucking playground in a subdivision that doesn't have a playground. Wouldn't that be fucking awesome, dude? A neighborhood doesn't have a playground, should have one, and you're able to build one, and there's a spot for one. You build it for them as a donation. That's a tax write-off, but still, people get to play on that. That's so cool, right? Remember how much more you will be paying an employee legally. $10 will be around $25 by the time it's all said and done. No, not really. No, it's not. Pay them $10.99, right? I'm not trying to help somebody pay a fucking mortgage. That's not my responsibility, right? Let me read this text again. Remember how much more you'll be paying an employee legally. I do pay people legally. $10 will be around. No, it's not. By the time it's all said, no, it's not. No, I 1099 everyone. That's legally. Okay, I don't pay anybody under the table. So the goal is to get somebody to want to do more so I can pay them more. That's why $150 to do 10 lawns, dude, you'd be fucking done in 5 hours. At the neighborhoods around here, the houses we have, 5 hours. $150 divided by 5. That's $30 an hour. You start 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I don't care. Just do those fucking 10. And I'll pay you $150. Now that's Saturday, of course. That's payday is Saturday. We pay people legally. We do taxes, 1099s, do everything. It's legal. So I don't know where you get $25 from. I do want more to drink though. It's fucking like what time is it? 1:30? 12:30? Dandy Lawn and Maintenance. I've never met him before. Very nice to meet you, buddy. Welcome to the channel. I need to go get some more ice. Be right back. Oh my goodness, I'm so stiff sitting in that chair. All right, guys. We have another drink. This time, we're going to have American honey. Okay. We're going to need a little bit more Sprite. Okay. Oh, first of all, I want to thank all you guys for staying up on the the radio here, or the cell phone here, internet, whatever the fuck it's called, with me. 1, 2, 3. American honey. It's wild turkey. Gobble gobble. Cock gobblers. I don't get on here much. I used to get on here. Oh my gosh, man. Some of you guys have been with me a while know that I used to get on here all the time, right? But when Danielle passed, I just didn't really care. But I love helping people. Oh my God, that's fuck. Kiss my dick. That tastes good. Jeez. But I love helping people out, man. I get text messages, phone calls, emails, comments on YouTube. One today about pressure washing Kev. What should I start with? I saw your video. Can I start with this? What should I charge? I was like, bro, yes, start with that. I paid about $500. Do $100 per house on driveway. Why $100? Because around here, that's the number. That's the special key number to where the customer just can't say fucking no. We'll be done in about 2 to 3 hours. Done. $100. Go to the next one. Do 3 or 4 in a day. Pay for that pressure washer in no time. Then you move up to more expensive pressure washer, right? Then you can do it in half the time, but you still charge more. Anyways. Okay. Jose, what do you find more convenient? Monthly pay or pay as you go? And that bottle brought back memories. I love me some American honey. Yeah. Okay. Jose. Let's say you do monthly, right? Okay. I have 75 customers. Okay. You're going to do all those invoices at the end of the month. You're going to be on the computer for 3 hours. I'm not doing it. Plus, I have 4 ways I receive payment. Cash, check, Zelle Pay, and PayPal. That's it. People say, do you Vimeo? No. Those are 4 options. You do credit cards? No. Those are 4 options. Can you send you money but da-da-da-da? No. 4 options. Can I send you money through Cash App? No. These 4 options. That's it. I'm not downloading every fucking app in the world just so you can send me money when your ass should be fucking sending me money the way I say we receive money. If I say we only receive American Express, guess what? Your ass is going to be signing up for American Express. Right? So, to answer your question, Jose, it's pay as you go, right? When my calendar, check this out. If you'll notice, these little check marks, right? That means I did the property. You notice the ones that say, here we go, PD, 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 PD. That means they paid right then and there. How do I use the information? I'll tell you. I don't do invoices invoices is for me to keep records. It's not for customers. My customers don't give a shit about it. My customers don't want me to mail them fucking an invoice payment. They don't want me to email them one. They've told me, Kev, we do not care about invoices. Just fucking tell us you're done, we'll send you the money, right? That's 9 out of 10 customers. And that's for a commercial. The business needs to keep account for things. That's okay. Damn, American honey's bomb. So, I do a property. Let's say you get done Wednesday. Wednesday you did 22 properties, right? Okay. You got Thursday. You got Friday. Saturday. Man, I finally got some time. I got to catch up on my invoices. You go back into your computer. Go back, and then you do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay? Then you look in your bank account, your PayPal account, for me anyways, and I'll know if I received any checks or not, because I'll know the names. Okay, I received so-and-so's monies through PayPal, so-and-so monies through Zelle Pay. So then I update in the computer at the time I did it, which was pending deposit. Pending deposit. Oh, they paid. Switch it from pending to paid. Paid. Done. And the next one. Okay, well, I still got 3 people that haven't paid yet, and I mowed their grass fucking earlier this week. All right, you text them. Hey, guys, friendly reminder for payment for a lawn service earlier this week. You guys have a great weekend. That's it. You don't have to fucking say anything else. 9 times out of 10. Thank you, Kevin. Sorry about that, man. I totally forgot. Sending you away. You bet. Appreciate it. See you next time. That's it. That's it. Nothing else needs to be said. So fucking simple. So, then the money comes in there and you're done. You go back and check them from pending payment to paid. Done. I don't send invoices out monthly. I don't do billing monthly. Here's what happens. You're taking a chance of someone not paying that. Because what is $40 is now $80. You know those motherfuckers are going to spend that $40 thinking, oh, well, I'll just take it out of my next check when I send him the bill for the month. Oh, shit, I'm a little short. I forgot. They took some extra out for my new uniforms. I don't have it. All I have is $40. And here you are. You're in this fucking pickle. You're in this jam over $40. I just don't do it. People say, oh, we'll keep a credit card on file. That way, we can just charge them. Oh, yeah. Go right ahead. What happens if their card gets hacked? They accuse you for fucking hacking it and buying, I don't know, whatever the fuck for their house and order shit on Amazon sent to them. What are you going to do then? Exactly. I don't fucking deal with credit cards, right? Never have in 4 years. People say, oh, you're missing out on business. No, I'm not. How am I missing out on business if I'm turning away business every single day? Think about it. Right? Hey, Kev, long time no see. What's up, Brandon? My man. It's almost time for me to get off here. I got to get up at, I don't know, 6 or something, I guess. Something like that. What do you guys want to talk about? One more thing, and then I'm going to sleep. A couple more chips, maybe. Well, I'll go sleep after this drink. I got a question for you guys. How many of y'all know how many hours you work a week? That you work a week. That includes time you're in the truck or out working, and you're back here doing office stuff. How many hours? Or how many of you know how many hours you work? I'm so fucking tired, dude. American honey is extraordinarily smooth, the core, blended with pure honey and bourbon whiskey. All right, let's see here. 85% working, 15% driving. Nope. I don't even know what I was talking about. 85% working, 15% driving. I have no idea. You know what, Danny? You know what we did one time? Back in 2017, me and my worker at the time, Nick, we did an experiment. He was telling me, Kev, I should be getting paid more. I said, Nick, you make $12 an hour and you're 17 and in welding school. That's pretty good. Well, I should get paid more because I'm out here doing a lot of work. Mowing and trimming and edging. Yeah, well, so am I. What's your point? Well, you know, he said he should be getting paid, what did he say? Um, I said, look, you only work half a day. And the other half, you sitting on your ass and you get paid. He goes, what are you talking about? It's okay, let's take a little test. Take a little experiment. Beginning of the next day, we hopped in the truck. We started the time. We turned the time off when we got to our destination. We had that time. We turned the time on. We started working. Turned the time off when he stopped. We took that time frame. So that's what we did every single property. Turned out to be where we worked 5 hours and we drove 4.5. So he got paid $12 an hour, half a day, which he was sitting on his ass. He was like, wow. I said, dude, we're on a property at the most 30 minutes. Then we're back in the truck with a cold ass AC. We're re-energized, we're relaxed, and we get ready to the next property. What the fuck more do you want? You're 17 years old making $12 an hour. Right? Anyway. I just get up and go, and when I'm done, I'm done. Yeah. I don't know how many hours I work a week. I couldn't fucking tell you. No clue. Anyways, guys, I need to get off here because I'm tired. I can barely stay awake. I'm exhausted. Yeah. I see. We do use beard softener. Although I have to say it didn't really work for the shit. Alright. No, I'm playing. Gaming with Kindle. Alright, guys. You guys have a good week this week. Have any questions, reach out to me. Other than that, I will see you guys very soon. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate the questions. If you're out there working your tail off, you got it, Jose. You got it, Gaming with Kindle. If you're out there working your tail off, keep doing it. Keep pushing. And figure out new ways to make more money or to become more efficient or whatever the case may be. But I'll see you guys next time.